Guys, this is Brian back with a Hedera Hashgraph HBAR token update. Looks like we have finished our correction here. We talked yesterday about where this coin could pull back to, and looks like we hit it. So we have hit that point. I want to show you guys something first, a crypto scam that is going on. It's part of a video from NBC. I think it's important that we all keep each other, informed in this market and taken care of. So if you'd watch this for a minute, I would appreciate it.
The first contact came through a message on Twitter.
Asked me about some questions related to my research. Just like casual conversation. That's how it started.
Soon, the woman's chats with the man we're calling John, a highly educated cancer researcher, turned to investing in cryptocurrencies. He asked us to disguise his identity.
As a scientist with a PhD, naturally curious, and especially when you talk about how much money you can make, got sort of hooked.
Urged on by his new friend, John began wiring money to a website that looked identical to a real-life online investing platform, and it seemed like he was making a fortune. But when he was unable to withdraw a large sum, he realized that something was wrong.
At that point, how much had you invested?
More than half million, about $560,000.
Wow. And what portion of your wealth did that represent?
Such everything I have.
John was one of the latest victims in a sophisticated online scam known as pig butchering, which comes from a Chinese term for fattening a hog for slaughter. The gangs that carry out this scheme are largely based overseas, mainly in Southeast Asia. The FBI says Americans have lost billions of dollars to these cons, and usually the money is unrecoverable. But tonight, the Justice Department is announcing the seizure of more than $100 million stolen in pig butchering scams, possibly including some of John's money. It's the first seizure of its kind, the result of a new focus by federal authorities on tracking cryptocurrency.
We figured out where these accounts were and that there was funds from victims that went through various stops to get to these accounts, and then we seized the accounts from the institutions where they were being held.
Young Choi directs the Justice Department's Crypto Enforcement Unit. She says the DOJ has learned how to use sophisticated software to track ill-gotten crypto and then grab it.
That's a bad day for the crooks.
It is a bad day for the crooks. We think we're raising the costs of their doing business in this manner and preying on the United States public.
Another victim we're calling Eugene, also a scientist, was lured into the con by a real person, someone he knew from graduate school. The scammer strung him along slowly, showing statements with huge gains, even letting him withdraw thousands of dollars. He and his wife quit their jobs, liquidated their retirement funds, and borrowed from friends, eventually forking over more than $5.2 million.
That's all my saving all my life. My first day of start until now, my weight dropped like more than 20 pounds. I just could not eat and sleep.
But then Eugene got amazing news.
FBI agent in charge of my case, they traced the money, and they tracked down the money, and they find the money.
The Justice Department is now working to return Eugene and John some of their money.
We're really looking forward to working with victims to try to get them their funds back.
Authorities say the chances of that happening improve if victims report it right away.
What's your message to a victim who feels so embarrassed by this they don't want to tell anyone?
You're not alone. There are hundreds and thousands of you out there. You might think, how could I have fallen victim to this? But we've seen it happen again and again.
It's a reminder of the age-old truism.
If an investment sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
All right, Ken,
There you go. I think it's our community here. We're not the biggest community. I think there's about 300 of us now, but I will do everything in my power to protect each and every one of you guys. So, if you know of something going on like that, give everybody a heads up. And if somebody contacts you and wants to talk to you about investing in crypto, just probably your best move is to block it or delete it. Nobody should be wanting to talk to you except somebody qualified to talk to you about investments. Nobody on YouTube is qualified to do that, or nobody reaching out to you in an email has your best interest in need. So I just wanted to play that clip for you guys just to just to help protect everybody. So let's look at this HBAR chart here. First of all, let's take a look at the top 100. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and you can look at and see all of the green out there today. Today's looking really good. The last couple days have been kind of just flat, but today is starting out beautiful. So there's your top 100. Here's your crypto fear and greed indicator. Market cap is up 0.33%. Volume is rising at almost 31% over 24 hours. And Bitcoin dominance is dropping 0.5%. That means the altcoins are taking more of the market cap there. So, and we dropped one click to a 62, but we're still in greed. Here's your top cryptos for the day, and there's Dogecoin. I don't know if you guys, if you get on Twitter or not, but if you do, you'll see why that thing's flying. Your little thing in the center of the screen, when I don't know what it's called, your avatar, whatever it is, right in the middle of the screen, it's a Dogecoin now. So pretty cool. Elon Musk can do what he wants. He bought it, so it's his toy to play with, I guess. But you can see not very on the right hand side there, not very big numbers in the red at all. So lots of green out there today, and that's what we like to see. But we were talking about HBAR doing this pullback because RSIs were getting overextended there, and you can see this thing pulled right back to that 618. Boom, right to it, and it looks like we are bouncing now, so that's good to see. We wanted to see that. The golden pocket is the 618. It could come the whole way down to the 786, but you want to see a bounce at the 618 or 702, and we have got that. Okay, the 8-hour RSI at the bottom is turning up, and it looks like Bitcoin has finished its correction, which if you know anything about the crypto market, if you've been here for a while, Bitcoin leads the pack. If this thing, when Bitcoin takes off, the whole market takes off. And Bitcoin was forming this wedge pattern. I said it was doing an ABC, and I thought I missed the target zone because it stopped right there. But then yesterday, we ended up getting that 8-hour candle that wicked right down there and hit the price target I had for that ABC pattern. So looks like that pattern is over with, and I believe we are heading on our way up here now. So I'm hoping today is going to be a decent day. But let's get back to Hedera here and get a look at this chart real quick here. Get a look at these RSIs specifically. That 8-hour candle is green. Love to see that, especially on an 8-hour. Let's look at the 4. The 4 is just turning up. That's beautiful. I think the 1 and the 2 are near the top. The 2 is just turning up. The 4 is just turning up. The 8 is just turning up. And let's look at that 12. This 12 is coming down, but it's about in the middle where it can spin right back up again. That thing can turn in a second, head back up. So we have a 12-hour candle turning green now. So that's great to see. We're gonna let's take a look here. Let's put a Fibonacci on this 12 and see what areas we have to break through here to continue any movement up. I would expect this thing to let's put a little box here. Not financial advice at all, folks. I'm just showing you what I see in the markets here. Would expect this thing to come up in this range before we decide what's going to happen any further here, if we're going to rally further or what's going to go on. But I would expect it to come up to that 0.072 to the 0.0736 area. Okay, we have that first resistance there at 0.0685, and the next resistance is at roughly 7 cents on the dot, almost 0.0708. So I think we're going to have a nice day in the markets today. I'll keep an eye on this thing the rest of the day, and if we start getting a big jump out there, we're up at 0.5% right now at 0.06823, and I believe this correction's over. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys, and please just stay aware of scammers out there. They're everywhere trying to get us. So thank you so much.